Hello everybody, welcome to RNG University. Today I just cannot wait, so I went out and I bought a double Masters draft box from my local game store to get my own soul ring, but also to be able to open another box this time on the draft instead of the collector. So let's see what we can get. Hopefully it's a lot better than our collector box because I checked the values and that was embarrassing. All right, so let's see what we can actually get this time. So we start with opening the box, and you can see here, no box topper, but we have this little cool art slab that on the back tells you how to lose money with magic. Oh no, draft archetypes. All right, so they really want you to draft with this box, but honestly, let's face it, with like $16 a pack, who's paying 50 bucks to participate in a draft, right? So we're just gonna open them and have fun opening these boxes. Hopefully we pull something cool like a dockside or a what's that other one called? Imperial Seal, something. All right, we start with Liliana. That's cool. And then we got a Cryptic Spire, which is not cool, but we get a bunch of those anyways. Unearth, Web Weaver Changeling, and we go directly to the rare this time. So we got Kolgun's Command, and ooh, Mana Vault. First pack Mana Vault. Are you kidding me? That's awesome. Can't ask for more. All right, we got Dragon Art, Path or Traveler Preparation, Path to Exile. I'm not gonna go through the commons that detailed this time, but well, I'll look through them to see if I have any foil or not foil, borderless cards. All right, so that's our first pack. Honestly, this box is looking better than the entire collector box with just one pack so far. All right, we got Cat Dragon. That's also cool. I really like that Cat Dragon art. This is amazing art. And then we got Seeker of the Way, Hissing Iguana again. I bought Carol Keep, right? So that's another rare. And then we got Conqueror's Flail. This is one with all the color mana, or all the color permanents. So that's all we get. All right, and we get a Rot Farm as our borderless, and then a bunch of commons. Burning Tree Emissary, that's also a pretty good common. There are a lot of commons that you want to be wary of and just not put them in like a bulk folder, or I mean a bulk pile. I will put them in like a bulk folder just to keep track of it. You know, like Burning Tree Emissary, definitely a card I want to keep track of. All right, and Fairy Rogue, pretty cool card so far. Our Cartel Aristocrat, that's our common. Oh, here it is, the Kozilek Butcher of Truth, borderless. This is amazing art. This is the first Kozilek I got since the old Eldrazi ones. I've never gotten any of the Masker ones, but just look at it. He is menacing. And this is my favorite Eldrazi. All the Eldrazi's, all the different versions of Eldrazi's, this is my favorite one because it's not overpowered and it's not hated on. Kozilek is just so normal, right? It's 10 drop, so it's pretty big. It costs a lot of mana, but when it comes into play or when you cast it, you draw 4 cards, which is, I would say it's fair, right? Pay 10 mana to draw 4 cards. It's fair. And then it's Annihilator 4, which isn't too bad. And it doesn't have Trample. It doesn't have Indestructible. It doesn't have any crazy ability. So it's fair, and people don't fear it as much as the other Eldrazi's. But Annihilator 4 is still really, really good. And as always, it has the Eldrazi ability of shuffling your graveyard, which is always a plus in Commander decks. That's very good. And then we got the Thistle Down. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce that word. This let down. I'm going to pronounce it that way. That's way better. This let down Leech. All right. Oh, Devoted Druid. Another uncommon that you definitely want to keep track of. Insanely good. So many combos with this. As soon as you turn this into a non-creature, boom, infinite mana. So crazy good card. Glory Scale Vashno. I don't know what that is. I don't know how good that is. And Miss Metal Witch is also a great card because at 4 mana it lets you flicker. So if you can flicker a creature, actually, no, it basically, you know, help you flicker a creature that saves it from getting killed by something because it can return at the end step. All right, and then a bunch of commons. No one really cares about. There's nothing too cool in there. Cooling Oracle is a cool card, but you probably get a lot of them when you buy draft packs, so you don't have to worry too much about keeping track of those. Pretty sure the market will never treat Cooling Oracle as something that's worth a lot of money. All right, Sapling, Cryptic Spire, Spell Pierce, pretty cool foil. Might of Old Krosa, Warrior's Oath. Are you kidding me? Draft boxes are just like way better than collector box in my opinion now. All right, Warrior's Oath. Basically, Final Fortune, take an extra turn. You lose at the end of that turn, but hey, there's a lot of ways to stop that. Or if you can just win that turn, you don't lose. Amazing card. All right, Mayal's Aria. This is the one where if you control, put up some counter on each creature you control, and then if you control 5 or greater, oh no, hold on. If you control 5 or greater, it puts +1. If you control 10 or greater, gain 10 life, and then you win the game if you control a creature with power 20 or greater. So alternate win cons are always cool. I always think they're cool. They don't have to be really, really good, but they are, you know, something unexpected, something that's janky to play with that makes the game more fun. All right, and then we have Breakthrough, draw 4 cards, then choose X card from your hand and discard. And discard the rest. Orza, Pontiff, Basilica. All right, those are uncommons. Traveler's Amulet, nothing really crazy here. There was a Spy. Oh, the Forbidden Alchemy. Good old days when Forbidden Alchemy was a card actually played in Standard. Not anymore. Well, not in today's Standard is what I mean. Today's Standard, I don't think they will care about a card like that because they have crazy cards like Big Score. All right, we got an Egg. That's pretty cool. 0-1 Defender. All right, so Cryptic Spire. We got Civic Saber. Eyeball Ending. Another Anger of the Gods. Well, another one that I have now. Ona's Prowler. What does this do? Discard a card. It gets -2/-0 until the end of turn. And any player may activate this ability. You can Mind Slayer someone and make him discard their hand. That's pretty funny. All right, Stagger Shock. It has Rebound, Rancor, Eternal Witness, Borderless. That's pretty cool. I would keep on, you know, these kind of borderless cards as well. All right, so nothing cool in the commons section here. All right, so we're almost through to a third of this box. We got 3 cool mythics. Every mythic we got so far is cool, which is making me very happy. We got Brindle Boar, and then we got Dark Dwell Oracle. Let me make sure that these don't pile up too much. All right, then we have Atla Palani Nest Tender. I remember playing against a commander that had a guy that had a commander with this, and it was really annoying. I don't even think it's that good, but he keeps making the egg creatures, and I just keep killing them, and everyone at the table hated me for it. But I know that if I don't kill it, he's gonna make like copies of it, and you know, make everyone else's life even more miserable. All right, then we got Sadisi Blood Tyrant. It's just another commander card. See, this cards like these make me wonder why this is not called Commander Legends, because these are definitely only commander cards. They're not going to be played anywhere else. So what the heck? Is this just another Commander Legends set? Did they lie to us? I think we all know the answer to that. Right, we got Psychic Symbol something, Mentor the Meek, another bounce land, and a bunch of commons. Honestly, Mentor the Meek is really, really cool, but they made it uncommon so that you can play in, I guess, Artisan. I think that is the format it's called. We got an egg, but people don't really care, right? People only care about Commander and maybe Modern to some extent. All of the other ones are really not played that much. All right, instead of Mentor of the Meek, we got Monastery Mentor. It's got Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you get a monk with Prowess. Pretty cool. This is definitely not something you would play in Commander. Definitely something that you play in like a Modern or a... I'm not sure if it's in Pioneer Legal, but it's something to that level of format where you want to have a lot of these, and then you can kind of just go off early in game. All right, we got Pithing Needle. That's always an annoying card. We got Myth Revealed, Heroic Reinforcement, Go for the Throw, and then a bunch of commons. Rampant Growth again. I don't know why this is here. They could have easily put in Farseek. Wouldn't change the value at all to any of those cards, but people would not hate it. Rampant Growth is just a strictly worse Farseek. I know they can't do 3 visits because they did it in the first Commander Legend, and they can't do Nature's Lure because they did it in the last Commander Legends, but they can do Farseek. Kalia of the Vast. I never opened my Commander box that had Kalia in it, but now I have one I can actually run as a Commander. I don't know if I want to because everyone hates Kalia, but this is an amazing card. In Commander. Commander. All right, then we got, I'm not going to try to pronounce that word. T-Rex. That's all it is. T-Rex Mundar. All right, so it's got haste. It can make defending players sack creatures whenever they attack. And then whenever players sack a creature, it gets +1/+1. Yeah, I mean, it costs 7, so it's just never gonna be good. And did this have a chip? Oh, whatever it is. Bloodbraid Elf. I remember when this card was tearing up Modern. Not anymore. All right, so a bunch of commons, nothing too crazy. All right, so that's 1/3 of the box. We already got. All right, I opened 1/3 of the box. This costs less than the collector box, and I already have more mythic than a collector box, and probably even more value in the mythics, which is. I mean, people have been being like down talking the draft box and saying the collector box is where the money's at. I don't agree. Draft box is so much better. I got a zombie, Cryptic Spire, Twin Flame, good old combo that ends every game for, you know, just copying it or striving it somehow. Yeah, I remember this being annoying in Commander. And we got a Monastery Swiss Sphere again. Pretty cool. The Creekwood Liege. Weathered Wayfarer. This is something that kind of irks me a little because before they revealed this in the spoilers, I went out and bought one of these because I really liked that card in Onslaught and I couldn't find mine. So I went out and buy one for my deck. And then they released it's going to be reprinted, which I was just like, geez, I spent 10 bucks on it. Now it's only worth like 5. But it is what it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles. All right, that's our uncommon. Nothing too crazy. We got a bunch of common cards. Quasi Primate in common slot, so it's draft chaff basically. And they made all the charms common, which I like the charms at an uncommon. They're really, really good. If you put them in Pauper, they're gonna rip up Pauper, honestly. I guess no one really plays or cares about Pauper. Of course, other than the professor who always talks about it. All right, then we got the Makeshift Mauler, Battlefield Promotion. And we got Sidarius, the Traitor King. I think a $1 mythic in this set, but hey, it is a mythic. Nevertheless, Judas, Scourge Diva. What does that do? Non-total creature you control dies. Yeah, pretty cool. Livewire Lash, Skin Render, Bounce Land, Gruul Bounce Land. And then we got a bunch of commons. Nothing too crazy in this box, or rather I should say in this pack, even though we got a mythic. So many cards that are perfect for Commander, yet they didn't want to call this a Commander Legend set. I know that there's a pull tab, but I'm not using the pull tab because I don't want to rip my cards. So I'm opening it the traditional way. Blood Artist. Extremely nice card. Very fancy, and I love that I have it in foil now. New art, also cool. This card is just like good in every black deck in EDH. It's just good all around. So I'm happy to get that. Another Force of Negation. I'm very happy to get this. Even though, funny story, I went out and I bought like 3 loose packs for, I don't think it was a draft. It was for something, but I got another Force of Negation. This is like my 5th or 6th Forces now. I've had a lot of these, but I'm never going to turn these down. They're going to be worth like $100 each in some time. Not anytime soon because they're still in print, but definitely in some time. This is basically a Force of Will. On your opponent's turn, yes, but basically that. For Modern, for Legacy, this is going to be sought after a lot. So once it's out of print, it's going to go crazy up. Gravecrawler, another amazing card that used to be worth a lot. With the reprint, probably not that much, but will go back up. All right, some crappy uncommons no one cares about, and then some crappy commons no one cares about. We got Seeker of the Way, not that crazy. Oh, and then we got another Monetary Swiss Sphere. So you can get a lot of borderless cards in a common slot because they know the common borderless are not worth anything. Nothing. All right, so we got another Fairy Rogue, Spire, Sidarius Spectre, Living Lightning, yeah, nothing really, Fire Strong, Sun Speaker, all these commander cards. And Phyrexian Tyranny. Whenever player draw a card, the player loses 2 life unless they pay 2. Pretty fun. Okay, if I had this card out when the Consecrated Sphinx and what was it called, the Notion Thief nonsense happened, I would have died. That's pretty funny. Inquisition of Kozilek. This is honestly think this is second best hand hate other than with the Thoughtseize. I really think this is the second best because when you do Inquisition of Kozilek on your opponent, you can there's very little restriction other than non-land, which is obviously you can't make him discard lands in most hand discard cards that cost 1. But the other restriction is just CMC 3 or less, which is not that much, right? There's a lot of cards with CMC 3 or less that you want your opponent to get rid of. Mostly ramp, mana rocks, or, you know, a counter spell that costs very little. And yeah, you get in their hand and then you rip them up with just 1 mana. It's extremely good. Inquisition and Cosmic is another thing that I would kind of keep track of in the uncommon slot. Nothing in the common slot in this case. Okay, so let's keep going. What else are we going to pull? All right, we got Elemental, Cryptic Spire, Blood Water Entity, Deranged Assistant, Sensei's Dividing Top. Very nice. I think this is my first Sensei's Dividing Top outside of the good old Kamigawa days. I used to have like a playset of Sensei's back when people thought it was crap. People just thought it wasn't really that good. I was playing with, you know, high school friends. But yeah, this card is amazing. Happy to get another one. Always cool to have Sensei's Top. Also, by the way, this card right now is worth like, what, $40, $30, maybe even $20 if it gets beaten up too much. But I definitely believe that this is going to go back to 100 soon. Well, not soon. Go back to 100 in some time. If they stop reprinting these, which I think they will. It's a really good card, but they, you know, Wizards know their reprint values, so they're not going to reprint those too much. Pull from tomorrow. Random draw cards. Not too much to talk about because it's just draw. Nothing cool in uncommon. Nothing too cool in the common sections. Yep. So we got a Sensei's Top. That's definitely a good card. It's not even mythic. So yeah, you know, they made a lot of cards really good by pulling them from the mythic slot so you can get them easily. The Mirror Aqueduct, this figure, and Arjun the Shifting Flame. Another commander. Shatter Game Brother, another commander card. So many commander cards. They didn't want to call this Commander Masters. Double Commander. All right, Umburial, Wall of Omen. Funny thing, if they call this double commanders, people are just going to think it's full of partners. And people hated partners. So, nothing cool in the comment section. Let's keep going. Alright, we got a Boar. Got a Cryptic Spire. Misfire Adapt. Ambu Scale. Oh, Seasoned Pyromancer. Good old Seasoned Pyromancer. Incredible card. Whenever it enters the battlefield, discard 2 cards, then draw 2 cards. For each non-land card, create a 1/1 elemental this way. And you can exile Seasoned Pyromancer from graveyard to create 2 1/1 red elemental. So, insanely good in like, you know, aggro deck in Modern or in, I guess, I don't know if it's Leo and Pioneer, but, you know, those kind of format where you do want to kind of just go off really quickly and kill your opponent. All right, and the Varina, Lich, Queen of the Commander. Hey, this is a commander card again. And some, you know, uncommon cards. Cold Steel Heart used to be, you know, a little bit expensive. Now that they reprinted so much, it's basically worthless, I think. But it's a pretty cool card. And nothing too crazy in the common section. In the common section. And now we're about 2/3 of the way through this box. We got a Zombie. We got a Cryptic Spire. We got Rampant Growth and the Last Breath. We got another Nemoplasm and Dax Duplicate. You may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature on the battlefield, except it has haste and dethrone. It's nothing too crazy. It's basically another clone. You would think that Dax Duplicate lets you steal an artifact or something, right? Summer Bloom, Conclave Mentor, Misfire Adept. And we got Disfigure, a bunch of commons, nothing too crazy about. All right, now we're down to the last 1/3, and hopefully we can pull something else cool in this. I'm really appreciating that these packs open really easily, even though it has a pull tab. Those Japanese know what they're doing. Cryptic Spire, Umburial Rite, Cosmina Transmutation, Gifts Ungiven. For a long time, I thought this card was banned in Commander. I'm still not sure, but this is a really good card. Search your library for up to 4 cards with different name and reveal them. Target opponent chooses 2 cards, put those cards in your graveyard and the rest in your hand. I think it's still banned. Honestly, this is so good. I'm 95% sure it is still banned in Commander. It's just so crazy good. Because they put it in your graveyard, right? So you can just have some graveyard synergy and then it's like search your library for 4 cards. All right, Dark Steel Plate. And nothing too fancy. We got Lightning Bolt. I mean, they said they couldn't reprint Mana Drain in the old set. In Commander Legend Baldur's Gate because they wanted to reprint Mana Drain in this set, but they went ahead and reprinted Lightning Bolt in both of those sets anyway, so What is up with that? All right, so a bunch of comments. We got a bear. We got a Cryptic Spire. We have a Drag Mangler. Capture Sphere. Privileged Position. Definitely a privileged position for me to open all these boxes. Cool card, though. Villainous Wealth. Good win con for a lot of decks. Target opponent exile the top X card of their library. You may cast any number of those spells with mana value X or less among them without paying. I love this card. Put this together with like a silence or something in your deck, and you can just make your opponent hate their days. Scale Blessing, Abs and Charm, Flicker Wisp. Cool cards, but nothing too crazy. Monetary wise, basically nothing. Oh, there is a card I want to talk about. The Bald Straw Spy. So I used to play a Legacy deck that has no lands, and basically it's using this and another card from, I believe, Innistrad that lets you mill yourself until you mill a land, but you can basically mill until you have no card left, and then Laboratory Maniac for the win con. And it just goes out with turn 1, or you win or you lose turn 1, and it's pretty fun. And I don't know if this card is going to be worth anything in the future, but definitely is part of that combo. So whenever a card is in a Legacy deck combo, I would expect that its value is not going to stay low, is the best way I can put it. Okay, so we got a boar in this pack, Cryptic Spire, Settle Beyond Reality, or a Peripheral something, whatever, Necrotic Ooze. It has activate ability of all cards in all graveyards, so you can build a deck around that. It's pretty cool. And it has Campbell Console of Allocation. Name's very long, but it is definitely another commander card. Always thought about putting this in a commander deck. Crackling Doom, Lightning Helix, Vampiric Rite. Yeah, again, nothing too crazy. Some common cards that people don't care about. All right, we have 5 packs left. Let's see if we can pull something crazy out of those 5 packs. Gotta have something, right? I got a Zombie, Cryptic Spire, Amulet, Traveler's Amulet, Martial Glory, Kaderic Leviathan. Enter the battlefield, return all non-land permanent to their owner's hand. So you can unearth it, maybe, something cool. Twin Flame, also a good card, for infinite combos and stuff like that. Fire Mine Vessel, Tower Gargoyle, Mold Drifter, and then a bunch of commons. Nothing, there's no borderless there. All right, so we got a Spider, Cryptic Spire, Calm Mage again, Eel Umbra, another privileged position. Now, all other permanents you control have hexproof, so you can give everything else hexproof. Pretty cool. Dragon Lord Dramoka. This time it's not a foil borderless, but it's just by itself. It is a mythic. So there goes our mythic Flicker Wisp. Pretty cool card in borderless. Blood Flow, something commons. All right, 3 packs left. What can we get? What can we get? Can we get a seal? Can we get a seal in this one? Let's find out. We did get a lot of mythics. Honestly, it's more mythic than I expect in a box. But hey, always go greedy. Dragon Arch, Hyena Umbra, Dramoka's Command. All right, so this is prevent all damage. Target instant or sorcery with deal. Target player sacks an enchantment. Or there's 2 more. Put some counter on target creature, and target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. That's something. I don't know. Legion's Initiative. Unfortunately, not a seal. But hey, this is a pretty good card. I used to run this in my Sliver deck just to trick people because, they don't really read all this ability, but the last ability is for you to flicker all your creatures. And they gain haste. It's pretty good. To kind of like save all your creatures for a second. Another Blood Artist. That's pretty nice. And then a bunch of commons. Nothing too crazy here in the common set. Seal? Seal? The pack was sealed. Is there a seal in there? Oh, I only wish. I did pull a Kozilek, so I think that is the mythic in this box. So we got annoying Altasaur, hero of the game, Oracle Modaya. So yeah, that's also a really, really nice rare. I was going to buy one of these for my deck. Now I don't have to. Got a bunch of these now. But it used to be like 30 bucks. I don't know what it costs now. Matthias Fiend Seeker. Definitely commander card. Legendary Vampire. At the beginning of your end step, put a bounty counter on target creature an opponent controls. For as long as that creature has a bounty counter on it, it has when this creature dies, each opponent draw a card and gain 2 life. Yeah, pretty fun commander card, right? Civic Saber, Jeskai Charm, Simic Growth Chamber. All right, and then we have a bunch of commons. And our uncommons leaked into the rare, into the mythic. They think they're worthy. They're not worthy. Last pack. What are we going to get here? Come on, give me a seal. Heck, I'll settle for a Dockside. I didn't know that was that hard to get. Jeez. All right, so we got a Boar. Cryptic Spire. Ooh, whoa! First card, Teferi's Protection. Jeez, I'm happy I got that. I didn't need one of these too. So, foil Teferi's Protection in a draft pack. Can't ask for better, honestly. Very nice. All right, we got Shadow's Apostle. Ms. Zix of the Is Magnus. Who named these cards? Honestly, whenever you cast instant or sorcery spell with mana value greater than the number of experience counter you have, you get an experience counter. Then instant or sorcery you cast costs 1 less for each experience counter you have. So, Spellslinger deck. I might actually make a deck with this. This is a crazy card. All right, we got a Giant Worm, basically trash. Indestructible, ooh, 16/16 indestructible. It's just gonna get Path of Exile or Swords of Plowshare. Indestructible means nothing these days. All right, we got Spider Spawning, Bent Charm, something. All right, and then we have nothing spell, Borderless Spell Pierce might be something. Nothing else too crazy. All right, so that's our box. We did not get the Dockside or the Seal, which is what I'm actually looking for in any of these boxes. But we did get a bunch of cool cards. That does make me happy. These boxes aren't too expensive right now. I think the price has actually dropped a little bit. But we did get a lot of mythics. How many mythics is that? Like 9 mythics and a foil Teferi's Protection and a Sensei's Divining Top. Where is it? So those are all the cards I think that are worth. Oh, and the Force Negation, of course. All the cards that are worth me remembering. Yeah, so that's what I get in this box. So that's actually not bad. Not all the cards I wanted, but a bunch of cards that I think are cool is the best I can get in most situations, right? Thank you very much for watching. Next time, probably still double masters because this set is insane. All right, see you guys next time.